Right. Happy fourth birthday, Lincoln. It's 2023, and you turned 4 years old today. I tried to get a lot of just videos and to ask you some questions about just how you feel about life and where you're at. And today was a rough day to do it for you because you were sick. And yesterday we brought you to the doctor. You had some sort of virus and you just had a rough time sleeping the night before. I spent the whole night. We slept in the living room by the TV. I spent the whole night next to you until like 5 or 6 a.m. when I finally started to start breathing better. Laying next to you, monitoring your breathing, listening to you, just making sure that you're doing okay. You started sweating a lot at one point. You woke up crying, just upset. And you were just having some labored breathing and just your nose and the post-nasal drip thing. It was a really rough night for you sleeping. And I wanted to be there to make sure you were just okay. And Lily slept down there too, and she kept me company for a bit, but she dozed off. And every hour I was up that night, it was like no time passed at all. Now I was tired, but it was a delight and an honor just to be there with you. I love taking care of you, and I love being your dad. You are just the sweetest little boy. You're so rough and tumble. You little gladiator. You run around the downstairs, and we have this countertop here, and you just hit your head against it, and I hate it when you do that. But you're just so rough and just the sweetest little thing. It's crazy how boy you are. I've only had one kid, right, Lily, your sister, before you, and I had no idea how different you guys would be. Lily's so sweet. She kind of frolics around, hands in the air, singing and humming along. And you just come in just so laughing and just silly and funny, but with just a rough and tumble attitude. You're just the sweetest, toughest little boy. Look at Daddy, look how strong I am, Daddy. And you flex your little muscles up at me. Oh yeah, ooh, very big muscles, boy. But sometimes I grab the bottom of your little muscle and pull it down, and you laugh and run away. You're so funny too. Everything about what you say is just so silly and whimsical and fun, and I love you have sometimes just these astute observations where you'll say something that I completely forgot about. We watched, it was a Transylvania movie, and in that there's this grandma that will eat stuff, and then she'll say, I didn't do it, or something like that, and you repeat it all the time. You just say it. It just locked in that little baby brain of yours, and you just run around saying it. I guess you're not technically, I consider 4 years old as a young child. So I would say 3 years old, it's like the young child, but now you're a little kid, right? But now you're a young child, 4 years old. You're smart too. It seems like there's just things come more naturally easy to you than, gosh, I ever remember it. You're just so smart and sharp and quick. And it's interesting how fast you learn things. When we work on the alphabet or counting, you're really good at doing it. You're really good. Where you can do 1, 2, 3, and your numbers, and you can do it out of order, and we'll write it down. But sometimes we'll write some letters on the board, and you know what it is, and you intentionally choose a wrong letter or number. So it'll be like an 8, and you'll be like 40, and we're like, oh, what? Yeah, you're just a smart, strong, funny little guy, and I love you. I'm just over the moon. Every day I wake up just with a deep sigh of relief, just about just how happy I am to be your dad. And I can tell you're just loving being the little you. You just laugh, and one of my friends said this: when your kids walk into a room, when Lincoln walks into a room, he just expects to be loved, and that's so true. You do. You just know that we love you and you're just the best. Not only are you sick too, but you also have pink eye. And today we were trying to give you your medicine, and last night especially I was trying to do it alone, and you hated it. You hated every second of it, and I was pleading with you. I was trying to do everything, and you're fighting back. You said, "No, I will not do any of this medication," and that's not really like you. But it was pretty late, and you were really tired, and it was at the end of the day. I chose the wrong time. We started having some gunk kind of come up, so your eye was all pink, and we had leftover pink eye ointment from Lily. So I just was gonna put in the little eye drops, and you did not want that at all. You fought tooth and nail. I had to stop 3 to 4 times just to console you from crying, and then we. It's like, okay, what if I gave you a candy? And they're like, no, I don't want the candy. Like, what if you knew what you wanted. You did not want to do the eye drops. And so I had Lily help. And Lily and I, we were scared. You were yelling and screaming, but we really wanted to try and get these eye drops in. So eventually we forced it in, and you hated it. And afterwards you sat up. That wasn't so bad. But honestly, that might have been one of the hardest times of this entire. So it's March, and that is probably the hardest time of this entire year. I can stay up till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock helping you, no problem. But the eye drops, it hurt me seeing you so scared and hurting, and just you said, yeah, I'm just scared. The eye drops hurt, and they don't hurt at all. Like after we give you the eye drops, or you said, oh, it's fine. No problem at all. It's like, really? Like, yeah, no problem. You were happy. And I was like, well, can we do it again? And they're like, no, let's not do that. Just trying to get you more comfortable with taking the medication. I didn't really prepare anything for this. I just wanted to kind of talk about how wonderful you are and kind of our day. We woke up and kind of just chilled around the house because you were still very sick, and your mom slept in today. I took good care of her. We made her breakfast. We made eggs. We made you an angel food cake. Uncle Tony and Aunt Jen bought you a birdhouse, and we made that with some tools that they bought you. Grace, Charlotte, and Vivian all made you a nice card that they sent us, and you loved those. Lily made you a special book. We made a tower. It's basically just the 2 slides connected one on top of another, and we sent your monster trucks down the slide, just like Evan Storm would, and you love that. Evan Storm is, I always ask, what do you want to watch, Lincoln? Is there anything special you want to do? And you're like, oh, Evan Storm. We asked, who do you want to come to your 4th birthday party, Lincoln? And they're like, Bigfoot, Evan Storm, and then Patty, which is, Patty Cheryl. She's in your mom and I's growth group, and she is just some reason she's very sweet. She's kind, but whenever we ask you what you want to do or who you want to invite, you say Patty, Patty and those girls. They have 1 boy and 4 girls. And you always ask for Quinn and Peyton. Yeah. Your little friends. Whenever they see you, you guys are all about the same height. You just run at each other and hold each other and hug each other, and you fall over laughing, and it's just hilarious. I hope that never ends. I hope you're always friends with them. We watched a bunch of movies today because we were sick. One of the movies we watched was Fireman Sam. And you always just love Fireman Sam, and just watching that. Norman Price, When you get older, you'll make fun of that guy. He starts more fires and gets in more trouble than anyone in the whole show combined. I'm pretty sure 80 to 90% of the problems and fires that happen in Pawnee Panty are all because of that Norman Price, I'll tell you. So here's some fun things. If I had to guess what you would be when you grow up, I just don't know yet. You're very tactile. You like to touch things. You like to work on things. You're such a hard worker. You are one of the hardest working people in this family, bar none. You just love to work. You see people taking out the dishes from the dishwasher. And we don't even have to ask you. You just come over and start ripping dishes out and throwing them on the counter. And you have such a happy attitude whenever, Lincoln, can you go do this? Yep. You say yep like that. You don't say, yeah, I'll do that, no problem. Obviously a 4-year-old wouldn't, but you just answer as, yep. Yep. It's very cute. Your mom and I love that happy heart you have. I hope you keep that forever. Just a good, happy heart, willing to serve and do things. Whenever I'm mowing the lawn or doing stuff, you just love to do that. So if I had to guess, you probably won't have a desk job like your dad. You'll probably be doing something that keeps you busy, keeps you going, tackling projects. Not necessarily always physical, I guess, too. You could just be a project guy. I don't know. Maybe owning your own business where you get to do a little bit of everything. Those would be my guesses for you. A manager that accomplishes tasks. So a task-oriented manager where you still have your own working payload. Or perhaps something with your hands. You love being outdoors. You love it. You love going outside and doing stuff. You're not a big fan of snow yet. This winter, though, you've been doing great. Last winter, we go outside and you'd be out there for about 2 minutes, and you would say, "Can we go get some hot cocoa, Daddy? I just need some hot cocoa." And that was basically your way of saying, like, hey, you know what? This is horrible. I need to go get warm right now. It's way too cold. This is ridiculous. Why are you even bringing me out here? And, yeah. Lincoln, you are just precious to me. I really mean that. My whole life, since I was 3 years old, my parents got divorced when I was 3. I wanted to have a family of my own. And I just dreamed of having a little boy and a little girl that I could just play with or just have fun with and go on adventures with and do whatever their little hearts desired. So I loved, for your birthday, we went to go to Monster Jam, and you got to meet your favorite monster truck. You didn't really care about the driver, and because, so you got to meet the one driver of Dragonoid. His name was Cam, and he was in first place. We had no idea. You just watch Evan Storm, and he has monster trucks on his show, so therefore you like monster trucks, and so it's been great. I love seeing your, on a spiritual topic, you're the first person to start praying. Whenever we say at the dinner table, okay, it's time to pray, you don't even, and sometimes, like Nan and Papa, they live with us in the summertime for about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, depending on the year, but they'll say, Brendan, can you pray? Or Jenny, do you want to pray for us? Or we'll say, hey, can you guys pray? Or Lily, can you pray? And you always, every time, I don't know if you just don't really understand, but you always interject every time. You just go, dear God, thank you for monster trucks. Or you just start praying for someone or praying for salvation and belief for them. So you're just a good servant. You're a good prayer. You love God. You love your sister. You, sometimes when we're sick, you guys fight a little bit. But I just love seeing how gentle you guys are. Today we were talking about sharing, and you handed over your car to her. And it's not just any car. This is your birthday monster truck that was signed by the monster truck driver, Cam himself, Dragonoid. And you gave it to Lily like that. You just wanted to share with her. When we were upstairs, Jenny and I were just laying down for a bit while you and Lily were relaxing and having some quiet time. And you came in and said, Dad, I'd like to choose a TV show that Lily would like. And I can't tell you as a father how much that means to me that you take care of Lily. I've made Lily promise many, many times, truly promise that she would always take care of you, no matter what, always be there, never, ever abandon you. And I probably didn't even need to ask her that, but I just think as a role as a big sister, she needs to know that. Well, now you're going to be a big brother. And I don't probably even need to have that conversation with you. I'm going to, now that you're 4. That's when I talked with Lily about it. And I just want you to know, I just keep it up. Never abandon your brother and sister. Never. Baby's on the way. And you talk about baby all the time. And I just love how you're always there for her. Or right now for Lily. You're always watching out for Lily. You're always trying to stick up for her, run around with her, just be with her. And it's amazing. I love that. So, whatever you do, don't ever lose that. Your mom and I are watching a TV show right now called Frasier. When we were growing up, it was really popular and I always hated it. And there's certain episodes we have to skip in scenes where it's not appropriate. But we're on season 7 right now, and Frasier, which is the main character, talks to his brother Niles and tells him about this other girl that has feelings for him and that he should talk to her. And basically what I'm trying to say is you should always be on the lookout for the best interest of Lily and your little brother. You should always be standing up for him, looking out what's best, and you just do that naturally. You just love Lily so much. Never lose that. A couple more things. You love your mom. Like, the first year, second year even. Yeah, second and third. Probably until you're 3, honestly. You were such a mama's boy. You'd start crying or whatever, and you're just like, I've had enough with Dad. I want Mom. And that is such a normal response. But lately, you and I have been able to connect more now that your mom's pregnant, and she's 7 months along now. 7, a little over 7 now, and yeah, it is. It's crazy to see how much you and I have been able to connect and grow deep. When Lily was little, I was working at a place called Firefly Computers, and I'd get to work, Lily was sleeping, I'd get home, and I'd just have a little bit of time with her. And that was true for you too, where I'd get home and I just basically saw you for just a little bit, help your mom, and then I'd put you to bed, put Lily to bed, and that's it. And we hate that. At my new job, though, I've been able to spend every lunch, every morning, every dinner, every night, no commute time, all that's directed right towards family time and playing with you, and we just have so much fun. Today we were running around the house, and I was running with my camera backwards, and just watching you run after me. You were like swinging a couple swords, or you had a little snake biter thing where you pull a trigger and the mouth closes, and you were running after me with that. Just having the time of our lives. But you love your mom, and I'm glad that you love me, but now you're like, we're pretty good buddies, and I love that. I love our friendship. I love the relationship I have with you. Love you, son. I really do. I'm trying to think of what else I can share. Just about your special day, something you can look back on. I don't know. Your mom and I were talking tonight about Boy Scouts. When I was a little kid, I just remember Boy Scouts being so much fun. It's like, you know what? Lincoln's going to love this. It's so manly, getting out there in the woods and just camping and archery and fishing, merit badges, projects, all these things, all these fun things we could do together. So I'm hoping we can maybe try doing that in the future. I don't know how old you have to be to join Boy Scouts, but is it fun? Is it fun? Well, it's 20 minutes here. Link, happy 4th birthday. Life is short, and I hope to make many more videos of these for you. But if I don't, and who knows what tomorrow brings, just know you are deeply loved by me, your dad. And I'm thrilled, so thrilled. Every day, just delighted. Just the best. The best part of my life is without a doubt you. You and Lily and your mom. You know, worshiping God together. And just being a super wonderful family. Where we just love you guys. Go on fun adventures and play new things and talk about stuff. Probably should have been a little bit more prepared for this, but I just wanted you to know. The reason I do this isn't for me. And you're going to look back on this. I have nothing. I can't remember much of my dad ever doing something like this, or my mom. I just have vague memories. And looking back at my 4th birthday, I don't remember any of it. So I try and record it as much as possible so you can look back when you're older and just be so thankful. So I guess if I had some advice for you, don't stress about anything. It doesn't help to stress about it. You can plan for a bad thing, but don't stress. Don't worry about money. As long as you can make ends meet, that's good enough. That's something I have to teach myself. I wish I had way more money so I could do more fun things with you guys, but for your birthday today, we just kind of hung around the house. We went out and bought a pizza for $6 from Aldi's. And you had the time of your life. We made angel food cake, and it was just awesome. It was awesome. You didn't even need that many presents. You were just really happy to play with me. One of the things you ask me all the time is, Daddy, will you play with me? And, I work from home, so I work during the days, and I come upstairs, and I just have to tell you, like, no, I can't. I can't right now. But tonight at lunch or after work, I'd love to play with you. We always do something crazy and fun. You're a sweet little boy. And I've said it so many times, but I really love you, buddy. All right, Link. Happy 4th birthday.